Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to display a PDF without a web view in Expo React Native. So let's get started. So I will be writing some native code. So for iOS we will be using PDF kit, and for Android we will be using PDF renderer. And once we create a bitmap out of that PDF renderer, we will be displaying it inside an image with the help of recycler view. I will talk more about that later, but I want to tell you that just like we have PDF kit for iOS, which makes it extremely easy to display PDF for iOS, Android is also coming with its own thing called PDF view, but it is still in alpha. That's why I'm not using it over here. Once it is stable, then I will make a video about it. But so yeah, that's why do keep an eye on it. If you're watching this video, I think 1 year down the line, then maybe I have already made a video about PDF view, but it is still in alpha. I think by the time it will become stable, it will take at least 1 year. So yeah, but for now we will just use PDF renderer. So first I will go to this particular documentation and I will just show you this documentation. This documentation will help us to create an Expo React Native application. You can select whatever template you want. So these are all the templates which are available. I will be using this blank TypeScript template because it creates very less boilerplate code. Also we do have TypeScript with the help of this. So all I have to do is I will just have to copy this particular command. So here you can see the template is blank TypeScript. I will go to my workspace directory and I'll just copy paste this particular command. It will ask me for my project name, so I'll just give it as my app. Okay, and it will create the project for us. Now this will take little bit of time, so in the meantime I will quickly open the project. So here is my project. Okay, now also just to let you know, I have created this practice project called fourth PDF view. This was created just before I recorded this video so that I can copy paste the relevant native code. I will try to explain it as much as I can, but I won't be able to remember the code by myself. That's why I will be copying it. Once our project is created, as you can see inside our project there is no Android and iOS folder. We need to create that. So for that you can go to this particular URL, select Android device over here. Here you can select development build, disable EAS because I want to build it locally. I don't want to build it on cloud. Here I have selected macOS, choose your own operating system. Now I have already installed Watchman. I have already run this particular command. I've also done this. I've also installed Android Studio. If you haven't done this, you will have to do all this setup first. So make sure you have all this setup. I have already done that, so I have already done this as well. The thing which I want to run next is I'll just have to copy this particular command and I will just cd to my app and I'll paste it over here. Okay, now it will install the dev client for us. Again, this will take little bit of time. In the meantime, I'll just copy this command. So this actual command will help us to create the Android folder inside our Android project. So I'll just run this now. It will first ask me for my package name. You can give whatever you feel like. I'll just keep it as default, click enter, and it will create the native folder for us. Again, this will take little bit of time, so be patient. Now for iOS, you just have to select this iOS device. Again, the same development option, EAS is disabled. I have already installed Xcode, so if you are not installed Xcode, make sure you do that as well. Here is our Watchman as well, which I have done. We have already run this command, so I don't need to run it again. For iOS, I can just run this particular command. So I'll just copy this. Here you can see for my Android command it is giving me an error. This is because I don't have the Android emulator installed. Make sure for Android you run it on a real device. Don't run it on the emulator, otherwise the performance is really bad. And I haven't connected my real Android device to my MacBook yet. That's why this command failed, but basically it was trying to run my application. I don't want to run it now, but as you can see it has created the Android folder for me. That's what I wanted. Now I'll just paste this particular iOS command. Again, it will ask me for a bundle identifier. I'll keep it as default, but you can change it. Like mostly it is com.your-company-name.your-app name. Okay, now again this will take little bit of time, so be patient. In the meantime, I'll show you this documentation as well, because we need to create a separate native module to write our native code. So we'll have to go to this documentation. You can like go through this documentation on your own, but basically we want this particular command to be copied. So I'll just copy this command. So I will paste this command over here. So here I will keep everything as default. I'll just click enter, enter, enter. You can change the module name if you want to, but then you will have to change some do some changes in your code as well. Once that is done, we just have to run this particular command to do pod installation for our module as well. So let this command run. Okay, so next is app.tsx. so like I told you, I will open my sample project. I'll go to first go to app.tsx. I will copy everything and then I will get back to you. So I'll just copy this particular code. I will come over here and I'll paste it over here. So here basically we are importing our module. Okay, so here if you see, it has created this modules folder. Inside that it has all the files. Now if you have named it differently, then you will have to import differently as well. Here it will take a URL. Now for PDF, I am hard coding, like I am bundling my PDF with my project itself. But if you want to see a video on how to load a PDF which is located on a network URL, do let me know in the comments and I'll make a video about that as well. But here I'm just bundling the PDF with my project itself. So this is the PDF name. I will show you later on where do we need to put our PDF. We can't just put PDF inside the root of our Expo React Native project. Here I'm just passing the width and height for our styling so that our PDF view occupies the entire width and height, and for that I'm using this use Windows dimension. Now here I'm getting an error because if you go to our module index.ts, no, not index, src my modules.type, here it is asking me for a prop called name. I don't want it name, I want it to be URL. I mean, you can keep it as name, your wish, but here you will have to change it. So now this error is gone. Here I'm getting an error that it does not accept React Native style. So for that you just have to add this particular thing and view props from React Native. Okay, so here you can see now if I go to app.tsx, that issue is also resolved. So I'll just close all these files. Next I will just go to Android folder, app, src, main, and here inside main we have to create a folder called assets. So app, src, main, here we will create a folder called, inside main we will create a folder called assets, and inside that we will have to copy our PDF file. So you can just copy your PDF file over there. So I'll just copy this. I will go to my project, Android, sorry, not Android, yeah, not Android, sorry, oh sorry, I got confused, just hold on. Android, app, src, main, assets. Okay, sorry, here you don't have to create assets. I'll just delete this. You have to go to Android, app, src, main, and here you have to create the assets folder. Okay, I have copied this PDF file from my sample project and I'll paste it in my real project. So Android, app, src, main, assets, and I have pasted it over here. Okay, then again I'll go back to my sample project, Android, not Android, sorry, modules, my module, Android. Okay, firstly I will have to open build.gradle, and here I need to copy this recycler view dependency. So the reason I want recycler view is basically like flat list in React Native. So in Android we don't have a PDF view. The Android team is working on it, but it will take a little bit of time, maybe a year from now. So we have to use a class called PDF renderer. It will take our PDF, it will convert each page to an image view, then displaying, suppose if my PDF is 100 pages long, displaying all those 100 pages image in one go is not efficient. It will be cause performance issue. Our app will run out of memory. That's why we use recycler view. Recycler view will have each image view as a child, and just like flat list recycles a view once you move, scroll up or scroll down, same thing is done by recycler view as well. So I'll just copy this dependency. I'll go to modules, Android, src, build.gradle. So inside modules, build.gradle you have to go, and here you will just have to paste it like this. Okay, so I have done that. Next I will go to src, main, I don't need anything from Android manifest. I have to create this res folder. So firstly, inside main, create this res folder. Okay, then inside res we have to create two folders. One is drawable and one is layout. So I will create a drawable folder first. This drawable folder will basically display a border around our image view for each cell of recycler views. Okay, so if there is no border, our each page of PDF would look a little bit weird. That's why I am doing this. Next, I'll just copy create this file underscore border.xml inside drawable, and I will just open this and I'll paste it over here. Okay, so here I'll just close this. So here we basically create a shape of solid color. Here is the stroke color black, and here I have applied some padding as well. So our each image view of recycler view will have this particular border. Then we have to create a folder called layout, YOUT. Okay, and here inside layout, this is how each cell of our recycler view will look like. So basically each cell will contain an image view. That's what I have taken over here. You can do this programmatically as well, but I am more comfortable with XML. That's why I'm created XML file. So I'll just copy this and I'll paste it here. So here you can see here it is an image view. It match parent, it will occupy the entire width. Whatever is the height given to it, it will occupy that. ID is image view. Scale type it fit XY. You can play around with this. Adjust view bound true. Layout margin is 10 dp, and I have given this background which we have just created for our border. Yeah, and this is boilerplate code which you have to write. So that's it from res. Now we will come back to Java, Expo, modules, my module. Firstly, we will have to create this custom adapter. So each recycler views requires an adapter. It's basically like how each cell of a recycler view looks like. So I will just go to Java and my module, and here I'll just create custom adapter.kt. I will just open this file and I'll copy it and I'll paste it over here. First thing which you have to be careful is regarding the package name. If you don't know what your package name is, just open mymodule.kt and this is your package name. So copy this package name over here. Rest everything will remain the same. So these are all the imports. Here a recycler view requires an adapter. So here we create a view holder for it. Here we find our image view because that's the ID which we gave inside cell underscore image.view. Here we override on create view holder. So we inflate this cell image view file over here, and then inside on view wind holder, here you can see each cell each cell we are sending a list of bitmap to this adapter, and then you from each and every position will have a bitmap. That's what I'm setting it over here for our image view, and here we just send the size of our image view size. Okay, so next is my module.kt. I will just quickly open that. I'll close everything else. Cancel. Okay, I'll just close this and this. Okay, so this is from my practice project. So here I have to copy this particular code. I will open my module.kt. So if I scroll down here, you can see it is taking the name prop. I don't want that name prop, I want URL prop. So I have just changed that, and here we have to create a method called setup inside this my module view.kt file and pass the URL over there. Okay, so I'll just open my module view.kt. Next I'll just go over here and I'll just copy everything and paste it. Okay, now make sure again you write your own package name. So these are all the imports which we are using. If you see, this is the boilerplate code which is present by default. Here we create our recycler view, layout manager is linear layout. Then we create our custom adapter. Once you call setup method, we have the URL. So we get the we convert that URL. Here if you see, we get it from our assets folder. Then we create a file out of it, and then we create a URI out of it, sorry. And once we have the URI, we just pass it to our render PDF method. If you see, it takes a URI and then it converts it to bitmap with the help of this parcel file descriptor as well as this PDF renderer. Even I don't understand all this code. I've just copied it from the documentation, so maybe you can do the same thing. Okay, so basically once we have the list of bitmaps, we just create our custom adapter, set it to a recycler view and set the fixed size as true. Okay, so this is all the code. In case if you missed it, I'll just simply scroll through this, pause the video wherever you feel like, and you can just copy paste all this code which I have. Also, the advantage of recycler view is I don't have to implement the scroll thing. It is automatically present inside recycler view. Now for iOS, you will have to open the code inside Xcode, because so just go to the iOS folder. No, this is my app, right? So just go to the iOS folder, just double click on my XC workspace. It will open your project inside Xcode. Let it open. In the meantime, we can write some code for iOS as well. So I'll just close Android. I will open iOS. I will open my module.swift. Okay, and here inside modules, my modules, iOS, I will open my module.swift. Okay, oh sorry, I have to go to my practice project, right? So I will go to modules, my module, iOS, my module.swift. Okay, I'll just open this over here, and then I'll just replace it with our URL. Okay, and I'll just copy this and I'll paste it over here. Okay, so this is done, and here is our my module view. We are just calling this load, and here is our file name of type URL as well. Okay, so we have just changed it from name to URL. We have to define this method called load inside my module view.swift. I'll just close this. I'll open my module view.swift, go back to my practice project, and I'll open it over here, and I'll just copy everything and I'll paste it over here. Okay, so here I'm importing UI kit as well as PDF kit. Here we are creating our PDF view, adding it as a sub view to Expo view. Here we are setting the frames out of it, and if you remember, while passing the file name, we are passing it as sample.pdf, right? So we need to separate those, like sample in one place and PDF in one place. So that's why I'm separating it by a dot, and we get an array. So the components 0 will be sample, which is the name of my PDF, and of type this is the extension, PDF extension, and then we just have to do URL, file URL with path, pass our path, and we just have to do PDF view.document equal to document. That's how simple it is for iOS. Okay, so hopefully my iOS app is open, Xcode is open, and here I will just open this my app, and what I will have to do is I will have to drag and drop my PDF file. So I will just go to my practice project. Here is my sample PDF file. You can use whatever you feel like. Don't copy it via VS Code. It will cause issues for you, because we require this copy files to destination. Make sure your app is also selected, and then click on finish. Okay, so this is done. Now what I'll do, I'll just run the app and show you guys the output. Alright, so here is the output for iOS. I'll just dismiss this, and here you can see my PDF being displayed. By default it is zoomed in a little. You can zoom out by double clicking on it, and here you can see, you will see your entire PDF. So you can double click to zoom it or double click to zoom out as well. So yeah, that's it for iOS, and here is the output on my Android device. So I'll just dismiss this. Now it will, here you can see it did take a little bit of time to read that PDF, convert it to bitmap, and then display it inside a recycler view. But here you can see I'm able to display it inside our flat list. Only thing is like you will have to check for the zoom in and zoom out. That is not available directly inside recycler view. But yeah, apart from that, here you can see I only had 2 pages. That's why I'm displaying it over here. That's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.